Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Gameman here, and welcome back to another episode of Railroader. When we last left off, the Six had gathered everything for Eeply Interchange and was prepped for the westbound run. Pretty much all of the goods and everything have, in fact, been delivered. But the other interesting thing is that off camera, I worked on timetables. So the 4... is now set to a timetable. And it's a very short timetable, but it gives the engine a chance to do what it needs to do. We also had to make some changes on the railroad. Not that I particularly wanted to, but the changes had to be made. So, we're going to send the 6 all the way back up to here to collect this Eeply Interchange gear. And considering it is facing the right way, it's not going to take much time for it to arrive. Are its journals oiled? Everything's oiled. Alright, everything's all good and fine and dandy. We are actually going to schedule for 9 o'clock another interchange so that we can get more money rolling in, because we've got $4 grand, so we are doing swimmingly when it comes to money. Hi Zeus, good to see you. Good morning. It is actually morning for me while I'm recording this one. I basically rolled out of bed and started recording. So the biggest change is one thing. We now have an Alark Alliance branch train set up and ready to go, and the 3 got rebuilt. So the 3 is now rebuilt into a 280 consolidation, and it's probably going to be a nice medium-esque workhorse that we're going to send up with probably the Alark Alliance engine. If you guys have not seen the review for this locomotive, check it out down below, in the annotation up above. It's a good little locomotive, but it's just going to sit here for now. It's not going to really do anything. But yeah, the 6 is on its way. Also, if I press 3, you'll notice that we have signals from Whittier to Bryson now. So basically our line is signaled up and is looking good. So we now have signals that I can work with. Thank God for signals. So yeah, as we come into Whittier, the signal boards are all set and ready to roll. We now have proper signals now, which is really useful. It's gonna make this exchange just a bit easier. At least between Whittier and Bryson, while we have these passenger trains all set up. I also need to remember that I cannot have the Alarka Junction point set up because thanks, 6. Because if the passenger train tries to run clean through up to Alarka, which tracks aren't really there, it might goof things up. We also now, because of that new interchange and the amount of space there, we can now repair passenger cars to a much greater degree, which is awesome. The 4, when you get to at least Bryson, I'm going to have you get fuel. For those who don't remember, I fixed the 4. It just looks beat up. It just looks like it's beat up. So anyway, yeah, having these signals is going to be a tremendous help on the railroad, because now I'll be able to know what trains are going where, at least in between this area. So yeah, a lot has changed really on the line, but pretty much all we're doing now is we're going to wait for the interchange But since we have a scheduled passenger train, I'm not going to try and skip time. So the 6 is, we're going to have to wait on the 6 getting all the way to Bryson. Do we have anything in Bryson that needs moved? It doesn't look like we have anything in Bryson that needs to be moved. Oh, but there is a Robinson Coal Gap car. We could just, you know, send a locomotive to go fetch that real quick. Who's available? Let's have the inaugural run of the 3. Because why not? Oh, it appears that the coaling tower needs coal too. Well, we can worry about that another time. Okay, 3, your objective should you choose to accept it. Fetch. If you guys can think of a nickname for the new 3, let me know. Because I can't think of a nickname for the 3 right now. But unfortunately, Reno was the first engine to go away. The original Atlantic was, or American was the first to bid farewell to this railroad. We might bring it back at some point, who knows? But yeah, I definitely think this 3 is going to be able to handle this, because it is the C-25. Where is the C-25? Where's the C-25? Yeah, 25,200 pounds. So it might become our new long-distance hauler? At least to a degree. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens here. I think don't we have Ella? We have all the way to Brooks opened up. That's what we have. We have all the way to Brooks, but the problem is we have nothing up that way. Where is Ella? It's right here. So there's Gov Island. We might add a mod to Gov Island here at some point, a track mod of some kind. But yeah, the 3 is on its way, and I also added the smoke deflectors to it just for that little bit of difference on the railroad. I know it doesn't need them, but it looks kind of cool. How is the 6 doing? Oh, the 6 is in Ella. Alright. So the interchange will bring us some cash. Can we get anything for $4 grand? What can we get for $4 grand? Milestones. Purchase tracks to Silva. Hey, we can almost finally unlock Silva. That would be really good if we unlock the tracks to Silva. That would be great. We could start the work to cross Fontana Lake. Which would give us more going east, or going west. It would give us a lot more going west. But then next would be the dreaded red marble. Ooh, red marble. The most dangerous thing on the entire railroad is frickin' red marble. It's not easy.
I can see that.
It's a 3.5% grade. It is literally super steep. That's 3.5 feet forward for every mile you go up. We could, in theory, build diesel stands in Bryson. But I think we should purchase the tracks to Silva. I think if we build the tracks to Silva, buy the line to Silva, we can open up this whole section down here and get all of this industry running. because there's a lot of money to be made going this way. Because you've got Wilmot, you've got Dillsborough, and you've got Silva. So that wouldn't be bad. And we only need 3,000 more to make it happen. Okay. Let's service this. The one, we'll have the one do its job, because I'm almost certain that, yeah, the sawmill's going to need more logs. Oh, but we can move it to tier 2. But do I want to move it to tier 2? What else can I move to tier 2? That I can move to tier 2. That I can move to tier 2. Tier 2. Ooh. Okay. I see what we got here. We got a couple things upgrading around here. Nice. Robinson's already at tier 3. I need to Google how many logs are needed at Whittier for tier 3. Hold on. Okay, so it turns out I actually have enough log cars for tier 2, which will be effectively started tomorrow. So, yeah, we're gonna upgrade to tier 2, but we're not gonna go past tier 2, because I don't think the 1 can handle anything beyond tier 1 or tier 2 at the moment. Because we have 8 cars here, 3 cars here. That's 11. So, you're also going to need fuel and water here soon. I'm probably going to have to get fuel, coal, and water. I don't know why these haven't loaded yet. You're in Connolly. Like, load. There we go, 0.6 logs. Goodness, it's taking a while. Six, where are ya? Just about to arrive into Bryson. Heck yeah, I probably missed that in the updates. Nope, it's right there. Doesn't Gov Island have signals? Yeah, Gov Island has signals. Why didn't you ping at Gov Island? Or did you, and I just missed it? No, you didn't ping at Gov Island. Alright, well, clearly the AI thinks it knows better. The easiest route would have been to go all the way down here and back in. But I guess the AI knows better than me? I don't really know. Where are you going? Why'd you buy a ticket for the long way round? What the hell? I mean, if it still gets the job done, it still gets the job done. But, like, I would think that the easiest route for the AI would be to go up here and back into here, unless it thinks it's going to block the main. It's probably what it thinks is going to happen, is it's going to block the main. So the AI is trying to work around that. Where the hell is 3? Nearing Hemingway. I mean, it wasn't gonna block the main, even if it did. Yeah, because if it backed up, it wouldn't have blocked the two tracks anyway. So I don't know why the AI chose to go that way. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Zeus, I love you, but you're touching my keyboard.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, honey.
3, 2. Ooh! Okay. 611 tons going to the interchange. Wahoo! These are going to have to get staged separately because the rest of the tracks are occupied. So we're just going to put you right there.
Honey.
I guess while I have the Alarka Lines engine, I can temporarily borrow it. Because we will get the... We could just move that fuel car. This one. So that at least the interchange has more fuel? Does anywhere else need fuel?
Oh, fuck. I just died.
I think Whittier needs fuel. I just love this mod. I think it's such an adorable little piece. Stop at Bryson West. Why do you have a stop? You have an approach at Bryson West. Why do you have an approach at Bryson West? 6, are you okay? Track speed, go.
Hi, kitty.
Let's see here. This is absolutely not designed to do what I'm about to do, but we'll see if it can do what I'm about to do. Okay, well, it's just one car. It's really not gonna hamper this little locomotive that much, so... Move, little buddy. Move, little buddy. Okay. Switches are thrown. Steam up. Ow, Zeus, knock it off. Ow, ow, buddy, ow.
What's wrong, honey?
He's biting and scratching me.
Oh, that's not buggers.
I think he wants to play. Yep. Okay, with Zeus playing around and having his own fun, we're now going to send the Alark Alliance engine. I decided to renumber it back to Northwestern Railway. Just because I don't want to get it confused with a separate entity right now, because we don't really have anywhere for it to go.
Ooh, I just shot him in the dick.
Let's see, where's the 3? Oh, the 3's arrived up here. Perfection. Oh, 6, no. 6, no, 6, no, 6, no, 6, no, 6, no. 6, you need to be there. The 3, who for some reason is leaking air.
My neck is killing me.
Needs to go there. $400! Woohoo!
Don't play with that.
I'm excited for the Maintenance of Way update. That just seems like it's gonna be a freaking blast. Hopefully it works with mods, because if the mods don't, you know, that's kind of my worry right now is the whole modding thing. Because all of this gets to go to the interchange. We'll crank some dollars out and we'll have a good time. Oh, hi, Precious. That's a name probably all of you haven't heard in a very long time. See, we do have a diesel stand, so I'm thinking, why get diesel when you have this stand right here? So that I don't have to sit here and be like, oh yeah, we need, you know, we need to keep getting diesel for every single stop. At least right now. We're Steam here. Everything is Steam here. And I intend to keep it that way for a while. probably the biggest brute that we're going to get is the T1. Is there anything on the used market that's worth my while? Hey, $314 or 400 of whatever. We made money. That's all that needs to be known is we've made money. I guess since the 6 is here, the 6 can couple this to there. That way we're not taking up an extra lane for no reason. Is there anything in the used market that is worth my time? There's 2 decapods. There is the switcher, but it's a little too pricey. Palace observation, still too much. A caboose. We don't even really need them right now until we open up Alarka, and then I like to have a caboose on the Alarka branch trains. Because it makes the little branch lines, trains look a little more uniformed, you know? Oh yeah, that'll fit onto the interchange. Ba-boom. Okay. Let's send the 6 home for now. Let's send the 6 home. Clicky. The 3 is on its way. The 1, you've arrived. Excellent. Love that. I'm feeling the work being put in. You're awesome. Let's see. Yeah, no. Whittier doesn't need it. But we will manually operate the 1 to go get it loaded with fuel. Because it definitely needs it. How worn out are you? Not worn out. Still doing good. I know that's a station stop signal, but like, it's basically a station stop. Oh, am I gonna line this up perfect? Hey, lined it up perfectly. Heck yeah. Because like the 1 doesn't use that much fuel anyway. It doesn't have that much fuel to begin with. So having this little coal loader here and having the 1 just kind of work this area isn't that bad. It's really good for what it is. And the 2, where is the 2? I just realized that. Where's the 2? Oh, the 2's in the shop. Yeah, the 2's full on coal. The 5 could use some. It could use some water over coal, though. So, but that's okay. Nice. Okay. So what I'm... Oh, wait, hang on. I think the 4 is about to leave. I'm almost certain the 4 is about to leave. And it's... Oh my god, the passengers. It is almost loaded with passengers. It just has 5 more seats available. That's the most loaded I've seen the passenger train. That's actually true. And it's like 10 seconds to take off. My goodness. All right, so you're going to be making bank today. Eight o'clock, and the 4 leaves on time. Heck yes. So for the timetable, if anybody's wondering, you set up the timetable by editing it like so, but it runs off of military time, so I had to do the math here. It's gonna lay over for about an hour, and then it'll return. So it arrives at 12, leaves at 1. So hopefully it's able to do what it needs to do. I'm gonna have to obviously change the timetable marking on it, because if I don't, then it's not going to basically calculate it. It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, this is a timetabled spot. But yeah, so the 4 is on its way, thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna just wait around until interchange comes through, and we'll see if we get anything else for the day, because I'm going to just let this passenger train run its course. When did I schedule that interchange for? 9:55. So I've got an hour and 55 minutes before the next interchange. And I've also scheduled these passenger trains as the 1 and the 2. Just because it's like, you know, west is going to be odd numbers, east is going to be even numbers. When there is an opportunity, though, I will probably have this stop at Alarka Junction for the hour, and then set up Alarka Junction's train to basically stop with it and leave at the same time. So the people going to Alarka and Cochrane have, you know, a pickup point. That is a good question to ask. How many passengers can these cars hold? 34 each. 34 passengers each. So 34 times 3. I can't do that math. Actually, wait, yes I can. I think it's 193. I just tried to do that math in my head. You know, teachers say you're never, you know, you're going to use this one day in real life, and I'm like, oh no, I wasn't, and then I am. But yeah, okay, so 193 passengers can fit on this little train. That's not bad. That's pretty good. How many repair parts do we have here? A few. Reputation bonus is 50%. Repair crews work faster when your reputation... Oh, I didn't even know that. Engine service here. Lot of coal, lot of repair parts, but no need to do any repairs. Eeply engine service, yeah, doesn't need repairs at all. Does need repair parts. Kinda? It's 25 tons of repair parts. So really, I don't think that's necessary at the moment. Scooch. As soon as the log car... Wait, are they done? No, but they're close. They're very close. So I guess what I can do is send the one up here and grab those. The engine can just sit up here until these are ready to move. Can this have smoke deflectors? I don't think this can have smoke deflectors. No, it can't have smoke deflectors. That's okay. Estimated repair time, 1 hour and 58 minutes. Or 38 minutes. Okay, so they're gonna need repairs at some point. Ah, train number 1 has arrived at Ella. Good grief. This is already starting to turn out positive for us. There's Ella passengers here. No Ella passengers. Oh, wait, no, there was some there. None there. No, there's a couple. There's a couple Ella passengers. How many people are waiting? 4 going to Bryson. What's our profit margin looking like? What was our profit? $34! Yay! All right, well, you're not scheduled to leave for, I think, another hour, right? Yeah, you're not scheduled to leave for another hour. That might be a little too long of a wait. That actually might be too long of a wait. Because the other train runs in 30-minute intervals. So if your arrival is now 10, you will leave at noon. No, wait. You'll leave at 1300. So you'll get back by 4. That's a little bit more manageable as a timetable. But if you get loaded with passengers, you're getting sent away. I'm almost certain that these cars are going to be done by the time this thing arrives. Well, it says you have 3 logs, but it also shows that the 3rd log isn't there? What? Where's the 3rd log? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, the 3's arrived at interchange. Hell yes. Thank God you're here. A little extra cash flow in the pocket. Fish, yeah, that's awesome. If you guys can think of a nickname for the 3, I don't know if I said that already, but if you think of a nickname for the 3, let me know, and I will nickname the 3 again. And shablangalang. $79 just for that. Nice. Okay, I am trying to decide whether or not I want to leave the 3 up here at the interchange or send it to the yard. I mean, we do have the space for it there. It says that 6 arrived at Waypoint. Where is 6? Six, I thought I told you to go home. I guess while I'm at it, I'll send the 3. I'll send the 3 to the Culling Tower for now, right where my player character is. And the 1 arrived. Now the log is showing up. Okay. Well, actually, if it doesn't need the logs right now, these logs can wait. I guess I can just leave the 1 up here for now, let it sit and just not do anything. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to leave the 1 up there. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Well, this is interesting. 6 is moving at 20, and the 3 is moving at 19. It's the Great Locomotive Chase, version 4 point whatever. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I decided, screw it, we're gonna do a thing. Silva's open! Yay! We've got Silva now! Holy smoke! The big frick off it. Everything is here. Coal and lumber, tier 3. That, tier 3, that, tier 3. Tier 3. Tier 3. Slay Micah, tier 3. Yay! So here's what I'm gonna do. In the timetable, I'm going to, for train symbol 2, I'm having it go all the way to Silva. And when it gets there, we will alter the other timetable to match this one. Apply timetable. So it'll arrive at 16:30. So next episode, we'll have everything running to Silva, minus the paperboard. Now, the reason I'm not doing the paperboard just yet is because we need the money to actively build or buy. If I go here, scroll down to rolling stock, pulpwood racks. Well, I could only legitimately buy... Okay, at tier 1, I don't know how much you need. That's the problem. How much would it cost if I got 6 of them? It would burn every dollar I had. Not something I want to do. I'm telling the 6 to stop while it waits for the 3 to move. And go. I might sneeze on camera. Hang on. Okay, didn't sneeze. But we have the line to Silva, team. We are going to have a lot more work now that Silva's open. It's a good thing we've got some big, beefy locomotives. I'll tell you that right now. Plus, I'm pretty sure we can handle the pressure of the Silva area now. But I'm still going to have the Silva passenger train leave at 8. Because if interchange comes in at 6 and pretty much can get sorted out by 8, I can have them meet somewhere. How long have I been going for? Almost an hour. Oh, God. Okay. So we've done a lot today. And I'm going to wrap this up here. But as soon as I put these engines away, I'll wrap up. Because, like, holy smoke. Today's been a very, very busy day. Okay, so you're facing there, so if I just grab the turntable. Nope, a little more, Bang, perfect. I can move the 3 manually. Because I'm going to have to put it in a different stall. I'm probably going to actually put it right next to the 2. Is what I'll do. So yeah, tomorrow, or next episode, we will have trains running to Silva. Which will be very interesting to have happen. Because to me, I have not really done much in the Silva area, both on this save and on stream, so we'll just have to see what happens. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification button, become part of the gamer team. Check out W Energy right here. Go check them out. It's absolutely incredible. They're awesome. Use my code for 10% off your order. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Later!